Hey guys, and welcome back to KraftsbyKatelyn. I'm super excited for today's video. I'm actually teaming up with some of my DIY friends right here on YouTube, and we're doing this huge collab. We've done this before. This is the mystery box challenge, which is super fun, and I'm so excited to get to be a part of, which is brought to you by Courtney over from Creative on the Cheap. And she asked all of these ladies, we did this once before, and we wanted to start making this a regular thing, which is super fun. But she asked several different ladies to send each other a different box, and we all got a different name chosen for us. Kristin Kay actually sent me my box, and we go to Dollar Tree and fix up a little box with like 7 to 10 items to send to someone else, and there's 2 challenge items, and I think like you have to use the 2 challenge items, but then anything else in there is just fair game. You can kind of create with them, you can save them for later use, but I'm super excited to get in here and see what's inside. Like I say, this is from Kristin Kay, and my box was actually sent to Jennifer from Little Bit of Common Crazy, so I can't wait to see what she does with the items that I sent her, and 2 of them were super challenging, so wishing her the best of luck. But I just think it's fun getting to try to be creative and use items that are not what we would usually use to DIY with, and bring you all like unique ideas as well. So I'm really excited about this. I will leave a link for the playlist down below, as well as Jennifer's channel, so you can go check out how the box that I sent her and how she recreates that. And I just know you guys are gonna have so much fun watching these. I always love circling around or looping around and seeing the playlist. But let's go ahead and jump on into the video and see what's inside of this box. Okay, so getting on into this box, it just is so much fun just getting to open this, and just the thrill of the surprise, getting to see what is inside. I'm already seeing a few new items that I have not found yet at Dollar Tree, so that is always super exciting. I see this cute little take your time. It does have that weird little shape at the top, so that's always kind of hard to work with sometimes, and that's where my mind is whenever I'm opening this, just thinking about what I'm going to be doing. I got one of these little chalkboards. This is so funny because I sent Jennifer in her box one of these, so I'm excited to see how she uses hers. And then I thought this was so awesome, this little paper pack from Crafter Square. It's got a ton of like little scrappy scrapbooking paper in like different shades and shapes and sizes and stuff. I have never seen this at my Dollar Tree, so I'm super excited to have this. I can already tell like that black and purple is going to be perfect for Halloween, and then there's a ton of other different colors in there that I'll get to use. This is another item that I've never seen before at my store. It's this really chunky yarn. I guess it's used to make scarves and stuff, but it's just really cool. It looks like it's kind of braided together. It kind of looks like a little chain made out of yarn, but this is really cool, and I think it is in fall colors. I'm not sure what I can do with that, but I'll definitely keep my mind open. And then I was super excited. I've never found these metal letters or metal words at my Dollar Tree, and this one says happy, and it's just perfect for happy fall, happy Halloween, happy holidays, I guess. But it's really, really cute and a good size, so excited to get to use that. And then there's some little rub-on transfers in there. I have not seen the ones in the back, that pattern. It's really cool little font letters on there, so that will be fun to kind of piece together. And those little vines are really cool as well, so get to use those. And then she wrote me a sweet little note just saying how she's excited to see what I create out of this, and just a sweet little message. So thank you so much to Kristin Kay. I'll link her channel down below as well. And then for the 2 challenge items, these are the must-use items that are kind of challenging to use, was this really cool little push light. I just used these in a video for those cool little black lamps. I'll link that video down below. But I need to think outside of the box in a different way to use these. And then I just laughed so hard about this little mop head. I had no idea at first what to do with this, so I do try to come up with a unique little way, but just stay tuned because I have some really fun, cute little DIYs for you. So this is a very white, fluffy fabric, and I knew there was no way to incorporate this into an everyday DIY without covering it up somehow. It kind of looks like Christmas, so maybe it would have worked for that. But I had just shared these in a Dollar Tree haul video, and that I got to find a few of these tassel rugs from Dollar Tree, so I'm super excited to have them. And I thought this would be a perfect place to get to use it. I tried to be creative, and I tried to rack my brain a million times trying to think what I could create with this little microfiber dust mop, and then I thought it reminded me of filling, or kind of like stuffing, so I had to use it as like a filler, kind of like cotton. So I thought it would be so fun to make like a little pillow hanger. I see these all the time at like Dollar General. They always have a little hanging pillow for like every season, and they're really cute. I bought a few before, and I really never know what to do with them because they're teeny tiny, so I thought it would be fun to make like a one that's a little bit bigger. So the first thing I do was take that rug and fold it over so the tassels meet. Go ahead and lay the little mop piece down on the rug, or this little tassel material, and then I cut around it bigger than it is. I hot glue that down face to face, and now I'm just turning that inside out after the glue dried. And then just to give it a little bit more decorative dimension, I'm going to go ahead and cut the tassels at a couple different lengths and go ahead and trim them down so they're not so long. I did take my scissors to kind of press out the corners as much as I could, but it was hard to get all the corners pushed all the way out. And then I have these leftover wooden hearts from Dollar Tree from Valentine's Day, but I wanted like a piece on the front so it kind of had like a design on it or a picture or something on it, and this was the only thing that I could think of besides like all I have wooden wise is like pumpkins and stuff. So using this little heart, I paint it white, and then I'm gonna use some elephant color chalk paint to add a little bit of stitching detail around the edges. I thought it worked out to be the perfect size for this little heart, and then to add a little bit of a warm detail to it, I add a tiny little delicate jute twine bow, and I thought that was just enough detail to look so cute. You wouldn't have to make this so cutesy like, you could leave the bow off. And now I'm going to go ahead and stuff it. I did forget to mention that I did not hot glue the bottom together just yet, because I did want to be able to put this little filler in there and then I'll hot glue the two tassel pieces together. I wanted to add a hanger to this little pillow, so I go ahead and I'm using nautical rope, and I'm going to go ahead and do a couple knots in the front and just hot glue that to the top. You could use a ribbon or anything if you wanted it less rustic looking. I thought this pillow would be really cute in like a master bedroom, hanging on a hook, or hanging off of your dresser. Like I have little hooks by my dresser, but I just think that it's kind of like a feminine little decor piece, or got the heart on it, so it just reminded me of kind of being in a bedroom. But this is how it came together. I think it is a creative way to use that little dust mop, and that's a cool idea to keep in mind, that it could be used as stuffing or filler. But like I said, I think this would be beautiful in a bedroom. It definitely has a lot of elegance to it. And then next up, I wanted to try to use this chalkboard. Like I said, I sent this over to Jennifer, so I'm excited to see how she comes up with hers. But I wanted to try to create something that I could use in my kitchen or living room. I wanted to make it a little taller to give it more of an impact setting on a table. So I'm going to be adding one of those glass candle holders to the bottom to give it a little bit of height. But I knew I didn't want to leave it that natural color, so I go ahead and paint it white so it will fit into my farmhouse decor. I don't worry about painting it perfect, because I do want this to look really rustic and farmhouse and weathered. And then my favorite thing after painting these candlesticks is to try to distress the bottom. It just exposes the glass, but it looks really nice and weathered as well. And then I just have a couple of extra greenery sprigs that I go ahead and hot glue opposite from each other, and then cover the center with one of these tiny little bows made out of this Dollar Tree checked ribbon. I wish Dollar Tree would put out more of this. It was so much fun to use. I used it on a ton of kitchen DIYs this year, but I loved using it. I think it was with maybe Valentine's Day, I don't remember, but I just hot glued this on top of the candles holder, and I think it already just made it into a gorgeous decor piece rather than it just being this small little chalkboard. But I think it made a huge impact, and I just wrote a cute little message on there, but I just love how it turns out, and it matches my kitchen perfect. When I first opened the box, I was more scared of the little mop head or dust mop refill pack, whatever that was, over this light. But after I got started and I got to use the mop really fast, I was nervous over this light. I wanted to find a creative way to use it, and I just could not get exactly what I wanted out of it. So I thought it might be fun to kind of replace a candle with it and see what it would look like to make like a fun little candle ring and then add that in the center for light. It definitely would be fun to turn this into a fall DIY, and you could easily do that with just switching up the flowers. But for now, I'm just going to make this an everyday decor piece so I can go ahead and enjoy it right now. I picked up some of this wide gray and white checked ribbon off of Amazon, and I've been using it so much this year, but I go ahead and glue that around the bottom because whenever this is on, I don't want you to be able to see inside of the glass and see that it is this little push light. I have some leftover little lilac bushes that I wanted to go ahead and use up, so I'm just putting this in the same direction all the way around that plate to make a little ring. I hot glue this down in place in a few places, but like I said, you definitely could switch this out with some really pretty fall picks from Dollar Tree or Walmart. I put my batteries in there and just set this down in there and turn on the light. This is a cool alternative if you don't like to burn a candle all the time. It's just like a safe little thing you could put up on the shelf, but I think it turned out really cute and just a fun way to get to use this little push light. And then I wanted to use this little shadow box thing, but I knew I had to get rid of that top little piece because nothing was going to look right in that circular shape. You'll have to let me know down in the comments down below, what would you have done different with any of these items? I would love to have known. But I enjoy these little mystery box challenges because, like I said in the beginning, you just, there's not a ton of pressure. You don't have to make like huge, elaborate DIYs that are hard to do. It's just like challenging ways to show how you would use each of these unique items. So I think this is really fun. I know I'm kind of being boring here and turning that unique little shape back into this little box, but I kind of had an idea in mind whenever I got started. Plus I was dying to use this little scrapbooking paper that come in that craft pack. So the first thing I did was just touch up the places where I cut off the circle at the top, and I went ahead and blended that all over so it would match, and then cutting down this little marble cream colored paper so that it would fit inside. I go ahead and Mod Podge that down. And then I found this really cute little magnet. Something that I say all the time is I've got too many tabs open. My husband is a computer nerd, so we always make that joke. And I found this magnet at Dollar Tree that was perfect for that. So I knew I wanted to create a way that I could display it, not just on the fridge, but make it into a cute little piece that I could use on a tiered tray. So this is what it looks like, and it came from Dollar Tree, but it just fits perfect down in there, and I thought it would be too cute to make a little decor piece. This is something that you wouldn't have to display in your kitchen, but you could put it in an office or a bedroom, but just a fun little saying, and it's just something fun that we always say whenever you are creating videos and you have DIYs going on and sponsorships going on and you have to edit and you're collabing with somebody and you've got to add stuff to playlist and upload and make a thumbnail. Your brain is just going as fast as it can, so this is just funny, and it works for me. At first I added one of these little black and white checkered bows to the side, and then I thought it would be more cute in the center, so I go ahead and just pick that up and glue it in the center, and then I scraped off the excess glue with this little razor knife, and since it did damage it a tiny bit, I figured it was just distressing, so I went ahead and added a few more spots of that so that it would blend in. I always say that crafting is just fun little accidents, and you're just covering up everything to make it look cute. But this is how it turned out. I think it's a really fun piece. Obviously this isn't for everyone, but Dollar Tree has a ton of different magnets that you could choose from. I thought it was just a fun, cute little piece to display. Thank you all so much for coming along in this video with me today. I had so much fun putting these projects together. These were like smaller. I did like several smaller projects than trying to make a couple of large things. I'll leave the older mystery box challenge video down below if you want to see some more of this content. But make sure you go do that playlist and loop around and see everyone's video because they all have like the best ideas. But these were fun. I can't believe that she sent me that little mop head thing. I struggled so hard getting to find a DIY for that. But anyways, after it I thought I wouldn't have to show it and I could use it in another way. So like I said, it's just a really fun way to be creative. But thank you again to Kristin for sending me my box, and good luck to Jennifer and how her DIYs turned out. But thank you again for watching. Make sure you leave me a big thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Happy crafting. Bye.